or some derivative of your relationship, of an unloving relationship. And they will replicate that. And as a result, they will never know what love is, and they'll never know why. Furthermore, by waiting until they are 18 or until they are 20, you are normalizing this version of what love is. And so when you do actually break it to them at 18 or at 20, rather than being 6 or 8 when they're going to cry, and it makes it so much easier when they're 18 because they don't cry and they don't put up as big a fit. They're like, oh, I can take it. So that makes it easier on you. But them not dealing with those feelings is them stuffing it down. Just because they can put on a face and not cry, you think they're good? No, they're worse. Because they're stuffing those feelings down. That child that is acting out and having temper tantrums at 6 or 8 or 12 and is crying and is sobbing and is raging, that's healthy. The child is trying to get those feelings out and they don't have language for it. But that 18-year-old or that 20-year-old, what are they likely to do? Especially if they are a male. I got it. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. And guess what? Rather than being at home and in school and at home with their parents and aunties and uncles, surrounded by a company of people who love them and can guide them, if you tell them at 18 or at 20 when they're off at college or they've gone off to their first job or they're off in the military, where they are surrounded by what? Their knucklehead friends who don't know shit from shinola, and they're not getting support and they're not getting good counsel. And so you are at the very point in their life when they should be taking off and flying at full fucking wingspan. They are being weighed down by the single most pivotal moment of their life, that the two people they love the very most in life are now divorcing. No, do not wait until later. I had a client, and this happened so many times. There's always this one that I think about. She was 27. She said, she came to me when she was like 31. She was telling me, Sven, oh yeah, my parents told me they were divorcing 6 months before my wedding. My wedding was the most dreadful day of my life. 6 months later, I was still grieving that fucking divorce. They had the brass balls to divorce 6 months before my fucking wedding. You think waiting is going to be easier on your kids? No, it's fucking hard. It'll be easier for you, harder for them. But then you say, does it affect kids negatively more if the mom stays or leaves an alcoholic father? An alcoholic father, I would want to